Let's look at final exam question number 16 in Geometry Demystified, second edition. Please refer to page 345. In a Euclidean plane, the ratio of any circle's circumference to its diameter equals precisely what? Well, if we let the circumference be called c, that's exactly one trip around the circle from any particular point all the way back there, and the diameter equals d, and we assume that we measure this diameter straight across the circle along a straight line. Everything lies in a single Euclidean plane, and that's important. We can't let any of this venture outside of that Euclidean plane that it lies in, which in this case, as drawn, is the plane of the beige board on which the illustration lies. What is the ratio c divided by d? Well, it's not a 22/7, it's very close to 22/7, but not exactly. It's not b 3.14, it's pretty close to that, but not exactly. It's not c 3.14159, although it's quite close to that. Pi is this ratio, and that ratio is approximately equal to 3.14159, and then the digits just keep going on more or less at random forever. That is an irrational number. Now, what about choice D? Well, if you'll go back to page 80 in the book, you'll remember the little trick. If you take the number -1, put it into your calculator, and then you take the inverse cosine of that with your calculator set to radians, what you're going to get is a value that will look like this, and then you'll see a whole bunch more digits. On my Windows 7 calculator, it gives me, a couple of dozen digits. But the inverse cosine, or the arc cosine, of -1 in radians, you have to be sure to set your calculator for radian measure, equals 3.14159. That's a little trick that you can use, and in theory, that's exact. So the correct answer to this question is D.